Has anybody already talked about the boat? The Titanic thing? Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. Like, look. Y'all, we can say things here that we can't say out there. That's what makes this place special, all right? If I said out there what I'm about to say it here, I'd be a lunatic. I saved it all day for in here, all right? I don't even know where to start. It really is the wildest. Like, how you go pay $250,000 and the captain using the controller I used to play Legend of Dragoon when I was 14. That's the same fucking controller, too. Not even an Xbox controller. They had a PS1 controller. PS1 doesn't even exist. You know what I mean? Even PlayStation is like, that's the one you... Ooh. I do feel horrible for Logitech as a company. I do, because they didn't have anything to do with this shit and the stock went down. Like, that's... You gotta remember how stocks work. Stocks work, none of it's real. So it all works on your belief in the thing. And so now we believe in Logitech less because somebody decided to stick it into the controller of a submarine. Logitech had nothing to do with it. Logitech didn't roll up and was like, hey, when you drive your submarine... They didn't do that. They were just being Logitech. And then the motherfucker was like, I like the way that controller looked. Fuck a wheel. Let's go ahead and use these sticks. Yeah? That's somebody that's like hella overconfident in their NBA Jam game. You're like, let me just go ahead and use what I was using while I was killing them on NBA. No, it's wild. It really is. This is crazy. And I don't even know, like, you almost don't know how to feel. And I think that's part of the problem is that everything happens so fast now, you have to know how you feel immediately. Because everyone has a take immediately. And that's not how the world works, you know? Sometimes you see something, you don't know how you feel about it when it happens. And you need a day or two. But that's not how the news cycle works, it's not how people work, it's not how social works, you know? That's a big problem I have. I'm never the person with like the first take. I try to think for a while and then have a good take on something. And I still don't have a good take on this. I'll admit that right now. Like I really don't. It's hella conflicted. Like I'll tell you who's not conflicted though, is the Titanic. The Titanic is like, wow. Like we up here, can we laugh about it? Can we not laugh about it? Whatever. Titanic just crip walking right now. Like, I fucking got another one. That's crazy. That's wild. I don't know what to do with that. Like I feel weird about it because it's not all black and white. It's not all cut and dry, you know? Like there's a lot online that's like, hey, there was a boat full of refugees that capsized and didn't get any media attention and hundreds of people died, but then we're talking about these 5 rich people over and over. It's like, okay, sure, but like you can't just put all 5 people in it. You can't. One guy was the dumb captain. Do you know what I mean? And one person was a kid. That's a huge part that's left out of this thing. It's like that's the person who I actually do feel bad for in all this, even though he is like a billionaire son or whatever. I know it's easy to be like, fuck them all, but it's like, that you could tell that kid went because he's like, it's Father's Day weekend. I can like, oh. Get that motherfucker a tie, all right? That's not worth all that. And it really is crazy, because I understand what people are saying when they make that distinction, when they're like, you know, this person gets no media attention, these people do, why are there so many search crews for these people? And there wasn't any, it took the Coast Guard a long time to get out there to help people we knew were drowning, whatever. And just hear me out, sincerely, just hear me out. I think that whether it's media attention or it's help from any government or group of people, the reason that they got all that attention and the other people didn't is that no one is trying to be those refugees. Does that make sense? We've been conditioned our whole lives to try to be billionaires, try to be millionaires, try to be like someone. So then when something happens that looks like it would happen to us if we became them, we're interested in it. And the media's interested in it, and government's interested in it and stuff. And so I think that that's the main reason. It's not some media failing, it's us. It's how we live, it's how we think and everything, you know? Like, I want to know, how do you put it? It's not even a person thing. I'm most curious to know what the orcas think. Do you know what I mean? Just because they pretty deep, and so when that shit went down, that would scare the shit out of an orca. Like just a huge explosion out of nowhere. Orca's like, this is a bad neighborhood. I knew it. This is... I need to make a confession to you guys. I can't see very well. I have bad eyes. My eyes are very dumb. I might as well have 2 feet where my eyes are. That's how useful my eyes are. I actually went to the optometrist, and he sat me down, and he put the thing in front of my face. I don't know what it's called, but it's the thing from the Justin Timberlake album where he like put it in front of, and then he was like, better, worse, better, worse. I was like, oh, it's all bad. Yeah, and he was like, better, worse. I was like, can't you just tell me? He's like, I can't tell you, I don't have your eyes. Just try, better, worse. I was like, none of it's good. And then he put his hands on his knees and exhaled, walked out, and then his nurse walked in and said he rescheduled, and he never did. So my optometrist ghosted me. So my eyes are still very bad. Have y'all been keeping up with this Jonah Hill thing? Yeah, okay, no. Okay, so real quick, if you don't know what it is, Jonah Hill's ex put out a bunch of his text messages to her while they were dating, and she was a surfer, she still is, and then they were dating while she was surfing, and it's him being like, why you gotta surf around men, and why you gotta, and she's like a surfer and a surf instructor, he's like, why you gotta surf with men, and why you gotta post pictures of yourself surfing in a bikini and all that. So it was all this shit like that, right? And it just, you could see a decline in the text messages where he's clearly so worried about being cheated on, he's not making sense. He's like, why you gotta surf with dude? Because then if you're surfing and then he's surfing, what if y'all start surfing on each other? You know what I mean? And then like y'all are surfing together, and what if you get surf in your mouth? And then now you were just covered in surf, and you come home and you're like, got surf on you. I was like, nigga, are you all right? Like, you know, so there's been a lot of backlash about him being narcissistic and misogynistic and everything. And I think Jonah Hill committed a cardinal sin. He really did. Jonah Hill told a woman what to do while being an ugly motherfucker. That's... Can't do that shit. You cannot do that shit. Like, look at the text and then look at his face. You cannot tell anybody what to do, sir. That's too much bass in your text right now for that hairline you got, you know? I'm not gonna lie, if John Hamm had sent those same texts, if John Hamm was like, I don't want you talking to any other men, you'd be like, okay, daddy. Like, yes. You know? I'm traveling a lot now that comedy is back and everything. I've been flying a lot again, and wow. Like, I don't know if anybody else read this story, but apparently they've been having a bunch of like ghost flights to let pilots practice that were furloughed during the pandemic. What? Right? It's like that. It's like no one but the pilot. It's just a pilot in the plane by himself flying. No, like that's. How is this okay? Like, you would think once you know how to fly, you know how to fly. The idea that there's a pilot that's like, I'm about to take off, but I'm a little rusty on landing, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. Okay? No! It's also, I was on a flight to Phoenix, right? all the flight to Phoenix, this is insane. I get on and look, I don't know about anybody else, but when I board a flight, the only thing I care about in the entire world is making sure that the letter and number on my boarding pass match the seat that I sit in. That's all I want, you know? That's because you don't want to be that guy where it's like you're supposed to be in A24, you're in F24, now you got to get up and then get around, and now you're at the back of the plane too, so everybody knows it's your fault. Like now we can't go to Cancun because you can't read, you know? So you gotta step over people like, I'm so sorry everyone, I'm so stupid, I'm the dumbest one on the plane, can you forgive me? Like that whole, I don't wanna have that happen. So I just wanna make sure the thing in my hand matches the seat that I sit in, right? So I'm focused, I'm walking on the plane, dialed in, right? And you never look behind you when you're boarding a flight, but when I got on this flight, I heard a noise behind me that was so weird that I had to look. And so as I'm walking, I turned around, and what I saw and heard in the cockpit was the captain crying. I don't want to go. Like, nah. You can't just put me in the air with him. Who hurt him? All right, are they here? Are they boarding? Can we reconcile them like the end of a rom-com or something? Because I'm not getting in the air. The last thing you want is to be 10,000 feet in the air, and the guy driving is like, what's the point? Like, that's unacceptable.